So thank you all for hanging in so long today from the beginning to the end. You're the best. I'm really happy about how it's all gone, and I couldn't be more grateful to our remarkable student team led by Valentina Massa and Veronica Rosic. Thank you. Thanks to Nene Paloma, Maria Rene, who is Assistant Director of ELA over so much of the planning and logistics. And please, can all the students, alumni, and ELA affiliates who've been part of this work stand up so you can get a round of applause, please? Nacho, all of you please stand up so everybody can see how many people. And back there to Sophie and Valeria. So thank you. This has been a real collective effort that started in September of last year. And when I invited the two Venezuelans, and they slowly co-opted more and more students, and the students couldn't let us continue without them. So thank you. From our earliest planning meetings to today's final session, you have been the engine of this conference. Your curiosity, your rigor, and your deep care for Venezuela have shaped every panel, every conversation, and every moment of this event. Working alongside you has been one of the real privileges of this past year. And what we have built together is genuinely a reflection of your effort. To our panelists, many of whom are gone, I want to thank them for your depth. Thank you, Dana. Your honesty and generosity that you brought to these conversations. Across these sessions, we have heard again and again that Venezuela's path beyond oil is not a single road, but a mosaic of education and human capital, of institutions and civil society, of memory and imagination. We leave today with sharper questions and with a clearer sense of the work ahead. This conference could not have been possible without the support of the Tinker Foundation, the David Rockefeller Center for Latin American Studies, the Harvard Provost Office, and, of course, the Harvard Graduate School of Education. Special thanks to so many Harvard Graduate School of Education colleagues who worked behind the scenes, the events team, the catering team, security, IT. Thank you for believing in this project and for believing in these students. It is now my great honor to close our day with someone whose voice has long been a beacon for Venezuelan education. Elisa Vegas is currently the only female principal conductor of a professional symphony orchestra in Venezuela. She has led the Gran Mariscal de Ayacucho Symphony Orchestra since 2017. In addition to presenting a traditional academic symphonic repertoire, she has focused on bringing classical music to new audiences through innovative approaches, including concerts in vulnerable communities, cross-genre fusion projects, and staged productions of opera, ballet, zarzuela, and musicals. Under her direction, the orchestra has achieved significant milestones and was recognized by National Geographic in 2021 as a global example of resilience during the pandemic. As a cultural leader, she has been internationally recognized as a young global leader by the World Economic Forum since 2020, standing out as one of Latin America's most influential figures in promoting music as a tool for social transformation. She has led landmark projects, such as Las 100 Protagonistas, the 100 protagonists celebrating outstanding women, and has developed collaborations with diverse organizations. Her work blends artistic leadership, a strong commitment to social impact, and the ability to manage projects that transform lives through music. Elisa Vegas, we just found out we may be related, so don't think it was no nepotism here. We did not know each other. Is a powerful example of resilience and creativity in the musical world, especially in adversity. Please join me in welcoming Maestra Elisa Vegas and her ensemble from Boston University for today.
And while we do that, there is something else that we wanted to do. Let me wait for Vero. And Vero, the mic is yours first.
Well, I just want to thank again Professor Emiliana. I know I speak for both of us. It has been a journey that I never expected to have here at Harvard. You have been an inspiration, and you made this possible. And thank you for the opportunity and for believing in all of us, not just Valentina and I, but for encouraging all the team, supporting in every way, reading the papers, all the meetings, caring about every aspect throughout. Thank you so much. We will remember this day.
And if I may, thank you. You deserve all the flowers. And thank you for being our mom away from home and for teaching us so many different things. We are incredibly grateful. And there is a second person we want to thank, our fearless person behind all the scenes, Nene. We love you so much. You are amazing, and you deserve all the other flowers. We would not have been able to do any of this without you. So I don't know, maybe we'll go to you and give you your flowers because this is awkward.
And I'm going to steal the microphone 2 seconds because in the name of all the presenters, moderators, and volunteers that were part in this amazing conference, we want to thank Valentina and Veronica for everything that you did. This was an amazing year, and we learned so much, and we brought you a little gift too.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank the Education Lab for Latin America and Harvard Graduate School of Education for making this gathering possible. For a Venezuelan orchestra conductor to speak at this university before a lab that thinks about my region with rigor and care is a privilege I receive with deep emotion. I'm a musician, I'm a conductor, and I'm Venezuelan. For me, the three are inseparable. Mine, as you can see, is a generation that left. Millions of young Venezuelans crossed borders in search of what their country in crisis could not give them. I know many of them, people who I love. I understand it, and I respect their decision. On the other hand, I stayed in my country, and I want to tell you something. There was a time when I almost didn't, when the crisis felt too close, the uncertainty too heavy, and the idea of living felt like the only rational thing to do. I had offers abroad, and I had open doors. I didn't take them. I didn't take that offers, and not because I didn't see them. Can you please? I stay in Venezuela because I know that there I can make a meaningful difference. I have always believed that my work is not so much about me. It's about what I can do and what we can generate in others. My decision to remain is rooted into a conviction that music, in contexts like ours, is not luxury, but a lifeline. I also want to share with you something I learned the hard way in Venezuela. Education and culture are not two separated matters. They are one and they are the same. When education is conceived without culture, we form citizens who pass exams but don't know how to belong or how to interact. When culture is conceived without education, art ends up as a privilege of an elite. The two separated fail. Together, they transform. Music is one of the places where that union becomes invisible and visible. Because music is learned through technique and discipline and demands rigor and consistency, but it's also learned through feeling and heart. A child holding a violin is being disciplined and is being moved at the very same time. That simultaneously is rare in human life. Music gives it to us every single day. In many places, music is all the time entertainment. That role is valid, and I celebrate it, of course. But in Venezuela, music plays another role. And I want to tell you what I have seen with my own eyes. In those Venezuelan neighborhoods where schools open and close unpredictable, there is a place that kept its doors open now. That's the orchestral rehearsal room, the daily practice. So when everything else becomes uncertain, music remains always in my country an appointment. And for those children, that appointment is not a hobby. It is sometimes the only stable structure in their entire week, because the orchestra schedule holds. I hope this changes in a bit, but that's the reality at the moment. So in context of educational fragility, culture stops being a complement. It becomes one of the few formative vehicles that still works every single day. So when 80 young people sit down to play together, they are practicing the coexistence, they are listening, they are trusting each other, they are rehearsing in a small scale what democracy demands on the big one. So the orchestra is that small country where youth rediscover what is good and what is possible. Ana Maria Arevalo, she's a National Geographic explorer. She came to Caracas to document the musicians of my orchestra, the Ayacucho Symphony Orchestra. She entered into their neighborhoods. She took photos of them in their homes. And then she photographed them, those young musicians on stage, with their formal attires, instruments in hands, in front of a full house. Here's just an example. You can see here Alejandro Morales. Alejandro is 28 years old. He grew up in a complex social context and a very unstable educational system. But today Alejandro plays first violin in my orchestra. He teaches 10 years old and he's studying music education. Those two photographs are both Alejandro. The second photograph does not erase the first. It does not pretend the difficulty wasn't there. It honors it. That is why music does for my country. Music is transforming. It does not cover the reality. It transforms it. And none of this is done alone. The transformation of a country is not an individual feat, as we all know. It is made by many hands, in many places, each of them holding the part of the whole score. That spirit is why this lab resonates with me so deeply. Researchers, policymakers, professors working together. It is the same idea that holds an orchestra together and a country. So I want to make one request. When you think about the education in Venezuela or in Latin America, when you design the policies, when you measure results, do not leave culture aside. Education and development need to be inspired and emotionally grounded to have great professionals and incredible citizens. When I conduct an orchestra in Caracas and I see what happened in a hall or in any venue, I know exactly what we are generating. It is hope, it is civic life, it is public space, it is dignity, and it is beauty. So after all these years with a baton in my hand, I will say one more thing. Music is not only a refugee from a difficult present. It is a rehearsal of a possible future. So today I'm doing something that perhaps explains better than any paragraph what I came here to share. That is music, what is bringing us together at this ending of this great day. So no matter what, I will be making music here and there to transform the culture, especially the culture of my country, Venezuela. And thank you.
Thank you very much. This theme is called El Alcaravan, and it's from a very important composer of my country, Simón Díaz. An alcaravan is a bird that it's in the Los Llanos. How would you say in English? The plains of Venezuela. And with that, we go to the mountains, and we are going to do some valses. And please, let's give a round of applause to Boston University Ensemble, who is accompanying me today. Thank you very much. So with you, we are going to play 2 valses andinos. Thank you very much. There's a composer named Luis Laguna, and he wrote lots of merengues venezolano, that it's a dance that we have over there. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there's one particular that it's called merengue futurista, the merengue of the future. And when he wrote that, he was thinking about the future of our country. So I would like to bring that merengue to you because I think this is the spirit, the music that we are going to hear now. I think it's the spirit of the Venezuelan people about the future of our country. So with you, merengue futurista. That's our spirit. Yeah, that's our spirit. And I would like to thank the percussionist who was also the coordinator of this and who made this possible through Boston University. Thank you, Luis Santiago. And also thank all these musicians. None of them are Venezuelan, and they were like going to play our music, like doing very well. So big thanks to every one of you. Thank you very much. So now we have a challenge. There's another rhythm in our country called pajarillo. And it's from the plains. Now I know that llanos is the plains. And this rhythm, we have the challenge now that we will transform this pajarillo. The main theme is originally from Aldemaro Romero, but I have a friend that took that theme and put it in various rhythms. So we're going to hear the pajarillo in pajarillo originally, and then in other rhythms that I would like you to discover. Maybe then you can tell me what rhythm was. Let's see. Big thanks to Daniel in the piano, Chris Alice in the flute, and Kylene in the trumpet. I had to say these rhythms are not easy, so thank you very much for doing this for us. And now, please raise your hand who's Venezuelan, because I think now it's time to sing, and it's time to be thankful for what other countries are giving to us, and also to sing for each other and to hope the best is coming for us. I would also like to thank Emilia. Thank you for the invitation, and all your marvelous crew and students. Thank you. This was a wonderful day. So please, if you can, let's sing this together. Thank you very much. It was such a pleasure to be here for you today. Thank you, Emiliana. Thank you, everyone. It was our pleasure, and please, a big applause for Boston University, who was here for us today, Boston Ensemble. Thank you. Okay, one last one. Over now. All right. Okay. So just if you, we have just last one. And we are going to play just because you sing this one. So I'm hoping you sing this last one as well. And thank you for everything.
cruzar.